Oh, 11 are watching, sorry. Right, sorry, I'm just fiddling around here. So, sorry, a little bit late. I was eating chips. Chips. Sclodion in motion. Right, what are we doing now? Oh yeah, plug the steering wheel in. There's still not enough USB ports on laptops. 2 USB ports. Bum bum. Right, what are we doing? Good evening. No, you can't see anything because I'm not lodged it yet. Patience. If anybody knows, it would be quite good because I see it's an option in the OBS, is it, to only show full screen. But is it possible to not, just have the whole screen as it is displaying? So like Euro Truck Simulator in one point and then another window open. I know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, sorry. Oh, I can see, so can I. Right. It's a nice FH. That FH, that shape of the original FH has become a classic really quickly. Because normally they take a bit longer than that, but they have, that one is so on and so forth, and ramble on. So, what do I need to do to make a job? Well, I've got emails. This is the boss complaining. You put a scratch on my Renault. Oh, new trucks for sale? Yes. It's right, I don't need the Renault truck dealer, I speak direct to Renault. Need money, that's for true, so. Oh, you alone. Oh dear. Right. So what do? Go for the job market, is it? So do I have to do lots of quick jobs? Have I got to do a certain amount of quick jobs to before I get the other jobs? Is that what it is? Oh, thank you, Highland Stream. I'll have a look at that after I've streamed. Yeah, ideally I want to have the webcam so you can see my face while I play the game, because, as you know, I'm a devastatingly attractive gentleman. Who wouldn't want to see my face, quite frankly? Oh yes, you build up your reputation. There we go then. So can I pick any country, or is it? Oh, it's the jobs are on the right. I see. Iron pipes from Dijon to Metz. There's a green T-range, so that'll do. There's a little comment. I love steering stuff. Somebody's saying I've become a truck driver because of my videos and stuff, and it's one of the best things in the world hearing that. I've not had anybody say that they hate me yet for that reason. I decided it wasn't for you. Oh, you enjoyed your time? That's good to see. That's the attitude to have. It's not going to be for everybody, but the point is, you can't live every day like it's your last, because that's just impossible. Like, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you if it was my last day on this planet. But you should always live with a view to the fact it's going to end one day. So don't have regrets, basically. And if you had never driven trucks, there's a good chance you'd have regretted it. So as I'm babbling on, at least you had to go. That's the main thing. Same with the whole transport manager thing at Virginia, because I always had the idea that that might happen eventually, and it did. But I was crap at it, and it was just all around shit show. And it really isn't for me, working in an office. I would rather drive a truck in an office. Makes me wonder, actually, how long, we talk about autonomous vehicles, and they are fairly soon, but after thinking about that and the Euro Truck Simulator, is there ever going to come a day, on dedicated motorways obviously, where you'll have loads of drivers driving trucks remotely in an office, in the same way that like the military do with drones and stuff? But could it happen with trucks? That's an interesting thought, isn't it? Select to where I saw. Oh, I see. Hang on, let me have a look. I'm going to go out of this game for a second, because I'm going to see if I can get the whole webcam thing going. The bells. Nice, aren't they? There's a large distribution warehouse where the forklift rides. That actually happen? Is that real now? Because the fact is, as well, like it's the same. People go on about autonomous stuff, and it's scary and it's dangerous and stuff. But probably isn't. Like, we've been flying planes around the world autonomously, effectively, for decades, really, if you think about it. Our sources. Oh, there we go. I'd have been lost without help from different people on this. Video capture device? No. Oh, media source. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. What's going on? Yes, Chris Sayre is saying autonomous vehicle isn't far-fetched. I used to think it was far-fetched. And then I drove that Volvo demonstrator for Truck and Driver to Italy and back, and it made me realise that it's a lot closer than I thought, or anybody thinks. That truck, and that was a truck from 2018, did probably 80%, 90% of the driving there and back. all I had to do was steer most of the time. It would literally go over the Alps and down again because it was dual clutch and everything, and had the adaptive cruise control. So it would literally went over the Alps on its own with me just pointing the steering in the right direction. Right, hang on. What do we do? Oh, hello. Oh my god, it's me! I should have done my hair. Look at the state of me! Right, I'll just close that window now. What's happened? Right, yes. Sorry, I really should have planned all this a bit sooner, but I end up doing so much stuff because I've started, thanks to all the donations and stuff. It's been amazing. I'll never be able to thank you enough. But yeah, thanks to donations, it sort of made me consider it more like a job now. So whereas once before, I'd often be a bit lazy and couldn't be bothered posting stuff or taking pictures or making videos. Now, because I consider it as like an income, because it is basically, I've taken it much more seriously, and I now get up in the morning, sit down, and spend most of the day working on that, sorting out pictures, because it's surprisingly labour intensive actually. But yeah, so that's what I'm giving in return for the amazing help I have been given. Right. Is that window going to stay that big? Oh, the new Microsoft Flight Sim. I used to have the Microsoft Flight Sim, but that was like 15 more years ago, and it was brilliant then. I'd love to have a go on one again, actually. Right, how do I? Right, now I've got to resize this bloody doodle line. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see anything. Somebody help me. How do I resize the window? Resize the window. So is that? I'll click on the source in the list. I'm on the window options. Yeah, I did resize it, but didn't go smaller. Testing. Oh, hang on, that's what we need to do. Go on, work. Oh, I see. I was resizing the wrong window, I think. Good, I pull bloody terrible faces now. Oh, there we go. Yes, it worked. It's like teaching your old granny of 80, isn't it, to use a newfangled computer. I still am massive tech nerd. I always was. Like once upon a time, this sort of thing, things I used to do with laptops. But then I just, because I was away all the time, I gave up on having a laptop because I didn't need it. Right, so back to Euro Truck Sim. So now I just have a tablet and a phone, and I do 95% of the stuff on the phone. I even write my truck and driver articles on my phone. Actually, yeah, you can see when it's good. The good thing about that now is that you can see when I'm doing other stuff. Sorry, I'm messaging somebody. Messaged me. Right. What was it? Oh, continue game, of course. Oh, dear. So if I've just got a drive down here, do I just press drive and see what happens? Oh, I see. I don't have a truck. Well, that's fiction mirroring reality. Yes. So I have to do a certain amount of jobs to earn money to buy a truck. Do I? Ah, I see. I'm slowly getting there. Cottage cheese, iron pipes. Let's do that one. That's what I was going to do anyway. So this is my new video corner. Because I always had the desk posted stuff downstairs. But now I've got like turn it down. Some decorations and stuff on like my truck, my HSF thing. But I'd quite like some other paraphernalia for the walls and stuff. I'd quite like some badges actually. I was thinking on my walk just now. So when you've got old badges that you don't want, I'm not asking you to like give away your prized possessions. But if you got any old badges or something, you don't use or don't want anymore, that'd be great. Lorrydriverluke@live.com. Email me and I'll email my address. Right, oh yeah, best price per mile. Or 12.2. Ooh, they're really low prices, low doodles. It's not the best, but it's not bad, so I'll go for that one. Burp, burp. Oh! I'm in the trap, right. Is there a horn? I don't know what the horn is. Right. I love the way the Renault dash lights up, and it's even accurate. Like the amount of thought that goes into these games these days is amazing. A lot of people get a bit critical of the T-range dash, and it hasn't changed much by the looks of things. But I quite like it. I love the others as well. I've always got a lovely dash. But the one thing I like about the T-range in the Renault is outside and in, it's just unashamedly truck. Whereas trucks nowadays have moved a lot more towards luxury car specs. This is like a proper truck, if you know what I mean. do. Might be. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Stop it. Right. Oh, now I don't know what's going on. That's what something, isn't it? For God's sake, get out of my way! Why are you stopping? There's nothing there. And it was a green light. Now I can't barely see it. Oh, car drivers are as stupid in this as they are in real life then. Somebody starts to why am I doing this for fun? Well, I'm enjoying it and it's fun, but Renault I'm doing it to promote Renault, just to be honest with everybody. It's their laptop, they sent me a laptop. God, I think that's the furthest I've driven without crashing so far. Oh, we stopped. The bells. I'm actually going to be quite good actually, because we're talking about from a driver training point of view. For new drivers, but also I just thought it would actually could probably help out people converting to left to right hand drive while I'm doing right to left, because that can be a bit of a struggle to start with. How dare you overtake me, you beast. Oh no, pencil to go. You bastard. That was a bit of a last minute adjustment on your part. You're almost as bad as driving as me. Yeah, let's go. Oh no! Wow, that was his fault, I'm sorry. Tracking convoy. I was obsessed with that film as a kid. Fun boy. It was on Netflix. I'm watching it again. It's such a ridiculously silly film, but it was very entertaining for as a child. God, look at me, you almost look like an old. Oh my god, toes. Péage. Brake. Brake seems to be all on or off. Oh yeah, fucking hell, left and drive. And if you're new to left-hand drive, the péage is soon, so yeah, the men out from the boys. Oh, come on. Why are you like that? What do I... Oh no, do it. And if you're a driver who's done a certain sort of thing in your past, from miles away, you'd always look at the péages and see if you could see the little gendarmes out with their stick, because they have like a little lollipop to pull people in. And depending on what you've been doing, your heart sinks when that happens. Oh. Coach. Well, then have to brake back. Forwards, 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 inch forwards. One over, please. Who's letting you? Good man, thank you. You should drive it now. Burp, burp. Thank you. Merci. Au revoir. France is probably my favourite country to drive in. It's an amazing country, France. Amazing scenery, such varied scenery as well. You can go from the flat boringness of Nord-Pas-de-Calais to the Alps, oh my god, to the Alps, to the Jura Mountains, which are just above the Alps. That's a really underrated, if you ever fancy going on holiday somewhere, fancy somewhere a bit different. The Jura mountain range is really underrated. It's not a massive tourist area, so it can be a much better place to visit. There's lots of mountains and stuff. And of course the Renault Viaduct, all the way down to Spain. Tallest bridge in the world. But yeah, so I love it in France because like there's hardly any traffic, except for around Paris. Even in rush hour there's hardly any traffic, but Paris is a nightmare any time of day or night. I've been stuck in traffic, jams in Paris at 2 AM. But But the rest of France is lovely because the motorways are just empty, autoroutes. And the services are good in France as well. If you've not been abroad in services, we are the poor man of Europe when it comes to services. Our services are absolutely fucking disgraceful. And another thing, like you don't have to pay parking in Europe anyway. Well, you're doing some truck stops, but not in the motorways. And one of the other things I love about doing France is every service area petrol station has fresh baguettes every day. And if you're early enough, they're warm and they're amazing. Because a baguette with a lump of barb is one of the most enjoyable things on planet Earth. David, take me in a bloody Mercedes. Lunatic. And the roads are smooth as can be in, you could have a glass of milk. Glass of water standing on your dash in France and it wouldn't make a mess on the autoroutes. My favourite places to park in the night in France are not the big services because there was most services around, but the little rest areas they have. Yeah, there was one there. Air du Wilderness. Well, no, that's not a rest area, that's a service area. But yeah, they've got little rest areas, just parking and a bit of grass and some toilets. And you've got to say, it says something about the state of this country is when toilets, unmanned toilets in a rest area in France are a million times better than most services in the UK. Sorry, I don't mean this to turn into a UK rant. Maybe I should do a playlist. Can you connect Spotify to this? I'm concentrating on the driving. I can't take my eyes off the road, otherwise, but at the end I will read through your comments and answer anything that's been asked and whatnot. It's taking a surprising amount of concentration. It's probably a good thing actually, because I've not driven for 14 months now. It's it will be helping me get into the swing of it again. So as people ask, like, so yeah, the license was medically suspended after the accident. I'm in the process of getting it back, and when I get it back, I'll just go back to the job I had before, MDS distribution. Doing milk 4 on 4 off. I want to do lots of other things as well, though. I want to start but training for drivers for CPC. Oh my god, break. Oh yeah, so I want to do that. So the 4 on 4 off job is ideal because basically then I've got the job itself to pay my bills and everything and my rent. And anything like extras of that can be saved for a rainy day. So now I've had a rainy day, I realised how important it is to save for it. I know, payage. Bloody French stealing all my money! My favourite trips as a lorry driver were Denmark and Sweden and Italy. I'd say Norway, but I've only been there once. Norway was hilarious. It wasn't at the time, but Virginia probably still do. They did at the time. There's an Irish Jewish group that go on holiday and they have all their food taken with them. That's been blessed by their own rabbi. So it was a good little job that. That's why I went to Crete. When I went to Crete in Greece was delivering their food to a hotel But one year I was delivering it to a cruise ship, and I said, "Be in Copenhagen to meet the cruise ship at 9 a.m. Monday." I got to Copenhagen 9 a.m. Monday, and the cruise ship was not there. Turns out it was 9 a.m. Sunday. And basically, I had to chase the cruise ship up to a Norwegian fjord, which made my whole, like, that was amazing for me. Like, couldn't have planned any better, because Norway is my favourite country. But yeah, it wasn't good for the company. And the problem is, because Norway's got its borders and everything, of course, as well as why open? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so because it was all inside the EU, there was no customs documents. I tried to drive straight through the car section going into the Norwegian border, but they stopped me and they pulled me over, and it took us, I think, about 13 hours to sort customs out. Yeah, it took all that time, sat there for 13 hours, I think. And it was only like 6 pallets. Living around. It's getting dark. I didn't expect this, what's going on. So yeah, anyway, as I was rambling on, and I think this will help. So yeah, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. When I go back to work, I'm going to go with Dad, because he does the same job obviously. For a couple of hours, I'm going to go with him to start with in the car, driving in the car, and also I'll do a video. I was thinking I'll make quite interesting videos actually, after not having driven for 14 months or however long it'll be. So yeah, I'll make quite good videos of me driving again for the first time, because people always say it's like riding a bike, isn't it? But I'm not so sure. So we shall see. How do I turn the lights on? Sorry, I'm looking at steering wheel trying to. Somebody help me, how do I turn the lights on? Why is Norway my favourite country? Because it's the most beautiful country on the planet. And it's, something I always say to people is Scandinavian countries, but like Norway and Sweden and Denmark, have come as close to perfect as any human civilization ever has. Yeah, so. The lights. Right, I'm going to stop for a minute. Why are the lights not coming on? What's going on? L. Oh, there we go. Yay! Lights. You see now, I don't know the Renaults have got it. I know they've got updated headlights. The new Volvo, I think I mentioned this the other day, the new shape Volvo FH, has lights that are directional main beam, so you've still got main beam, but it doesn't dazzle the other drivers, it just directs the light away from them. I didn't actually like this game for the first couple of years. That's because I wasn't very good at it, but I'm starting to get into it now. I can see how this could be addictive. I'll try and do, between this now and another live stream, I was thinking what I might do is do 2 live streams at a set time every week. And then if I do a lot more practice in between and earn some money, I can move up the ladder and get some nicer trucks. Although there is nothing nicer than a Renault T-Range. Well, there is, yeah. Oh, that one. Can you adorn them with spotlights on the roof and stuff? Although I've never liked that. That's another thing. I have never been my thing. I've always liked box standard lorries. can see why people like them. It's like, I'm not saying they look bad, but it doesn't make it. And modern headlights, you don't need spotlights anymore. I've got to remember that. That's something, if you're not done Europe a huge amount, you might not know. Oh god, there's going to be a couple more. Roundabouts are a very British thing. They've started... Why can't I go around it? Being used in Europe more now, and people struggle to drive around them because they're not used to them. But yeah, there was a time not so long ago, even like in recent living memory, like 20 years ago, you'd never find a roundabout in Europe. But that's one of the few actual positives that this country got right. Metz has been discovered. Oh god, break. Oh yeah, it's one of the things this country got right, because that is the best way of organizing roads, roundabouts. Because it's like even in France, for instance, if you miss a junction, you have to go to the next junction. Sometimes you have to drive kilometres off the junction just to be able to turn around and get back on again, whereas if it's a roundabout, you can just... do I turn left? Oh, I do. Right. Do-do-do. Yeah, this would be very good for training people, because it's like I concentrate going a bend so I can get on the curb and stuff. But it moves exactly like an actual lorry. It's amazing what can be done nowadays with technology. You can see this being a really good tool for training drivers. All the old buggers will be up in arms. Is that the road in it? Or is it the one next one? Oh, I went past it. I was supposed to go in there. Although someone mentioned of Iceland when I just glanced down. Although this is one of my nerdy facts that I repeat to everybody. Iceland isn't Scandinavia, and nor is Finland. Norway, Sweden and Denmark are Scandinavia. I know it's like one of those pointless facts, but I like pointless facts. I missed it again. It was that bit there, wasn't it? Like on the sat nav, it doesn't look. It looks further down. Oh, for the love of God! How many times did I miss one fucking drop? Sorry, didn't mean to swear. Oh well, third time lucky. That's it. Is it in it? That's it. It's in that. It's in that. It's in that. see the green. Oh no, gonna run over some hedges. Oh no, the bushes. You know what would be good is if they had Runge's, an accurate version of Runge's meat market on here, so people could practice, because Runge's is one of the worst places on the planet for to learn. That's the destroyer of doors, Runge's, because they've got these posts like with the bays and stuff. Although it's never anywhere near as busy as it used to be. When I first started in Virginia, Runge's was nuts every night. But these days, like, because back then you could be waiting an hour to get on a bay, and when you've got like 10 different drops, that can be hard work. So right there, try and rescue. Go on. I'm going to go reversing. It would just be my friend's last words. What's the red flag? Where is the red flag? Am I supposed to go forward? Oh no, nearly. Oh, God. Trailer cutting, stop it, you stupid man. Oh, good. Oh, I see. Oh, bait, that's what it is. Yeah, didn't have to revise. Oh well. So there we go. That was a quick 5 hours 52 minutes. Right, I'm going to answer some of the questions now. Look, I'm in the green, yay! God, I've been on an hour already. God, this is a time sucker, isn't it? Alright, let's answer some of these questions. Question time. Oh, I'm using the mouse for the... It's on the iPad. Right, we've got it. Good to see you, bro. Missed your trucking goods. That's really nice. It's been the support and stuff online has been ridiculous. It's made all the difference. Like when you're lying in your bed in a hospital bed, unable to walk, with COVID patients being checked in all around you, having people when the support online has been brilliant, and ever since with my mental health, because it's nice because the videos help me feel that I'm not like, I imagine it would have been hard in years to go, but it's made me feel like still a part of the industry, if you know what I mean. Whereas in the past, if you're off, you're off. Oh, square brackets for indicators. Oh, that's good, because I kept wondering about indicators. Belgians can't do roundabouts. Well, frankly, Belgians can't do driving. Sorry. But they do have quite a bad reputation, the Belgians. Iceland. Because I've suffered a lot of memory loss. I was looking at a map to try and jig my memory from the past few years, and I've been to Iceland, and it turns out I've been to Iceland. But that was when I was flying to visit a friend in Boston in America, and remember WoW Air, the cheap flight people. So yeah, they used to change because they were Icelandic based, so that's changing in Iceland. But I found a picture of me holding a beer, I think it was, and lamenting it's probably the most expensive beer in the world. We were delayed for hours and hours and hours and hours. Because like those long haul budget airlines, they're pretty much all fallen by the way. So they were good when they worked, but when they didn't work, that's where they're saving the money. Whereas with a big airline, they got back up. Yeah, I'll have a go with the steering wheel settings tomorrow. Somebody else has bored people with the difference between Scandinavian and Nordic country. And it does matter, yes. If I could, well, frankly, if it wasn't for the fact the accident of my parents and my family have helped me, my mum's wanted me to, well, probably never wanted me to leave home, but I've been away for 20 odd years, so I have them staying around, and it's nice, obviously, to get more involved in the family with the children and stuff. Where was I going with that thought? Oh God. Oh yeah. If it wasn't for that, I'd be living in Ireland now and working my way to Irish citizenship. But if I could be any nationality, I think it'd be Norwegian, or, and a lot of people find this weird, American. I would have, if it was easy to go and work in America, I'd have worked there, really. But because I love America so much. Well, Faroe Islands as well. Oh, brake strength is a setting as well. Okay, I'll sort this out tomorrow. Well done with the driving. Your experience shows it wasn't that bad, was it? European cameras. Oh, mirror cameras. I think they're loving technology. I think they're a brilliant idea. So many drivers hate the idea and stuff. And but what if they get knocked off? And it's like, well, what if a normal mirror gets knocked off? If it gets knocked off, it gets fixed. Like some people seem to think normal mirrors are indestructible. Take some off, you'll soon realise they're not. So yeah, I think camera mirrors are brilliant, and the idea is that it's so much nicer because you can have much better views. Just them, this hang out. Right, I think I've answered everyone's questions there. I'll give you another couple of minutes. Let me see if there's anything I want to talk about. You should do a top tips video again as well, because I've not done any of them for a while. Top tips. That's a good. I'll make this part of a top tips video. If like you want to become a driver and you're going to come into the industry, one thing I learned really quickly, because I used to go with Dad all the time before I even drove, was you really got to learn who to listen to and who not to listen to, because there is so much bullshit in this industry. It's absolutely beyond belief. It's the whole reason for the videos really was to counter the sea of negativity you get from drivers. So yeah, I learned quick who to take notice of and who not, and basically most people. Your blind side will be better on camera. How do you get this game? Somebody else has answered that. Steam, I think. I've not experienced cameras, so I might be completely wrong. That's the other thing. Like people have an opinion on stuff. So while I am pro the idea, if I'm try them and they're crap, I won't like. That's the other thing that people get so entrenched in opinions, don't they? It's like they make an opinion about something, and no matter what, they cannot deviate from that opinion. It's a bit like with fans of different makes as well. Scania fans are very bad for that. Scania could literally bring out a wheelbarrow with a bald tyre on it, and the Scania fanboys would be cooing over it, knowing. There's something Miss Car having to measure bridges when carting boats. That'd be an interesting job, that boats. Is it expensive? I don't know. Anybody else? Well, that was something I always thought about as well. It was a program I watched the other day, and it was like in the future. But a ship, basically, maybe a ship, launched a drone to look at the scenario, what was going on around it. And I thought to myself, actually, that could be a really great idea on a truck. You know, imagine like where the roof pod is, like a little drone mounts in there, and you send it up to look for things ahead of you and stuff, and look at the road ahead of you, so it could hover you, because they can be completely automatic. So yeah, if that happens, it won't happen soon. It'll be like 20 odd years. But yeah, a little drone, because I bought a drone, but it was going to car crash. So when I can afford to buy another drone, I will buy another drone. Right, I think that's it. I need a cup of tea, and I imagine you've all got things to be doing. Just oh, hang on. My God, you're heavy. You eating too much, Bertie. You weigh a ton. No, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Do I? Bollocks! You stupid shit. Why am I wearing this piece of promotional nonsense? No. Put me down. Put me down. I've been talking with Bertie everything, but you have to go on do a stream with Bertie. So that might happen soon. Right, so that's it. I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. What day is it now? Wednesday? Probably because I did one on last Sunday, and I'll probably do one again next Sunday. I was going to say Saturday night, but things are starting to open up again now, so people might be out Saturday nights. So yeah, so we'll probably stick with Sunday, and I'll do a lot more practice in between. Maybe do some more trips, maybe have some money to buy a vehicle. So thanks for watching and all the engagement. Bertie never changes. No, he doesn't. Tank us off, poor. Yeah, so good day, good day. This is where I like stare at the camera now one line. All new upgrades available. So, au revoir, au revoir.